As Guangdong province has been screening travelers from countries in West Africa struggling to contain an Ebola epidemic. According to the Provincial Disease Prevention and Control Department, travelers arriving from Sierra Leone, Guinea and Liberia are monitored by local health service centers for 21 days. 3 weeks corresponds to the incubation period of the deadly virus. Travelers who exhibit symptoms of fever are immediately isolated. Over the past 2 months, over 8,600 people have entered the provincial capital Guangzhou from Ebola-affected countries. 43 of them who exhibited symptoms have tested negative for Ebola. Guangdong has assigned close to 30 local hospitals to receive Ebola patients. 2 of them have special isolation wards. And the Ebola epidemic sweeping through West Africa has so far killed over 4,500 people. Now, despite injunctions issued by the city's High Court demanding the clearing of some areas, many protesters have said they would not leave. Their refusal to obey court orders has drawn criticism and concern from Hong Kong's educational and legal sectors. Wu Haojun has more.
Protesters are still keeping a chokehold on some parts of Mongkok and Admiralty, flouting High Court orders that they evacuate the streets.
Maybe they think they're pursuing an ideal, but that doesn't mean you can break the law. The biggest problem with the whole Occupy movement is not about economic losses, but the loss of legal awareness.
The Hong Kong Federation of Students said that it would respect the court ruling to clear the streets, but that it would not take the initiative to evacuate. Tang Fei believes the Occupy movement is setting a bad precedent.
If they can break the law for their so-called political ideals now, what's stopping them from breaking the law for economic, social or even personal demands in the future? The younger generation's legal awareness is crumbling.
The Admiralty injunction sought by the owners of CITIC Tower requires protesters to clear the car park entrance of the building. But so far, there has been no sign that the barricades will be removed.
All residents must abide by the law and court orders. Those who don't will be found in contempt of court. The consequences are very serious. One can even be imprisoned.
Meanwhile, a group opposed to the protests, the Alliance for Peace and Democracy, is launching a signature campaign to support police clearing the roads.
The court has issued injunctions. Protesters have clearly violated the law. Our society is based on the rule of law. If you can break the law whenever you want, what will our society become?
The campaign is to begin on Saturday and will last for 9 days. The campaign's organizers say the signatures will reflect the majority of Hong Kong residents' support for law enforcement. Once that is demonstrated, they believe protesters will no longer be able to hijack the will of the people.